guess I'll hit my record button before it actually like kicks over. Was the stairs deployed yet?
They have one section left.
Um,
Workers are chugging away. The hamsters are running in their wheels.
we might have to play the pause rewind game a little bit. I don't know though. We'll find out in a second.
Man.
If I could just load into this thing! Come on, little computer. It's okay. I'm at like 114, 115.
I'm at
121, 122.
Yep. 23. There we go.
Wow,
We
it
caught
loaded
up
me in right
right
on
on.
spot. Freaking
And the
awesome.
game goes on. We are actually seeing Vayne go bot.
Vayne and Jax bot. Well, that's
Oh.
okay. KDR, if you haven't done it already. I know people like to ask about that. MMKH waiting. He's coming in from behind. He's got a car. He's got that four-wheel drive. He wants to run over this cow. No, he doesn't. That would like severely damage his front end. He doesn't have the insurance for that, so he's going to back off a little bit. Damage being exchanged right away up at the top of the map. Spawnlegacy catching up. A lot of damage being unloaded. See, they're trying to get that exhaust off on MagiMelkor, trying to put a lot of hurt on him, but they aren't quite able to do so. Spawnlegacy walking through the entire team to try and make it happen, isn't able to do it. However, see those revives being popped instantly. Malphite and Pantheon already heading back into the fight. Vaticide goes down. Dienovv low on health, so is Take Your Pill. However, Blitzcrank goes down to that tower there. MagiMelkor is low. Malphite and everyone are on their way back up, however. And Dienovv not quite able to seal the deal. However, Naked Apron plan, bam, right there with that overload. It's going to ruin Prison Zimike and back off just a little bit. Tower secure right now for Feel the Vibe.
Yep, they did eventually get that tower. There's an excellent grab. Gets Ryze. Does not hit Pantheon. Does get the target that he wanted. They're able to finish him off easily. They're going to start channeling on this tower. They have a minion wave coming up. They have a couple of the enemy minions to take care of. MagiMelkor has come back, but so has Take Your Pill. And the fight kind of shifts to the other side of the tower. There's a Garrison on there, but Blitzcrank and Ezreal are going to start channeling on it. And they're going to back off just for the time being. Try to regroup. There's an excellent grab once again onto Dienovv right at maximum range. But the Decimate doing tons of damage. Meanwhile, Zimike was kind of separated from his teammates and is going to be taken down.
You're going to get that quick teleport on there. Ezreal saving himself from what would have likely been a pretty brutal airborne. Dienovv just hit 6. Everyone's going to have their ultimates ready for this next fight. And we're going to see how hard Darius can have an impact on this. Sauron down at the bottom. A little bit of chip damage from some A's or something there is going to initiate on BuddhaRice. Bam! Half BuddhaRice's health goes away. That's kind of scary. Trying to get these creeps down. Sauron's really doing a good job building up the wave down there at the bottom. Blitzcrank going for that relic. In the middle there, is Dienovv going to do something about it? No, he isn't. He's going to go ahead and back on away from there. BuddhaRice low on health, but so is Sauron. And BuddhaRice, those minions, BuddhaRice, minions.
The minions are pretty scary on this map, more so than other maps, I feel. MMKH has shown up. The BuddhaRice needs to watch out. There's a grab, and that's an instant death with that static field. MMKH just brushing off the tower damage is going to walk right on out from that. Vayne was taken up before that based on the scoreboard. Hasn't used the revive just yet, though. The tower is not being pressured, so might as well save it for when it's really necessary to save that tower from being neutralized or even captured. Meanwhile, top, it's going to be a 3v3 so far. But Zimike and MagiMelkor are running slightly low, not necessarily low, but they're reaching near half health already, which that's going to look just really tasty for Darius, who's going to be able to come in, get a Decimate, and get his Noxian Guillotine. Now look at that damage. That's an easy Noxian Guillotine. There's the dunk, and that gets the kill onto the tree, just chopping him down. They're going to follow through towards this rock over here, and Alistar actually taking a lot of damage from MagiMelkor though, and there's the turnaround unstoppable force. But look at Decimate again doing so much damage, gets another kill onto Malphite, and Ryze is going to pick up the kill onto Ezreal.
Darius is the name. Deforestation and rock sculpting is his game. He's going for the drill. He might be able to get that neutral off before Maokai gets there. I don't think he's going to commit to doing a full thing. Down at the bottom, Alistar is recovering that tower. BuddhaRice on the receiving end of MMKH and Sauron, and is going to get taken out. Blitzcrank does go down in the exchange. Sauron low on health, forced to go back, and Darius does pull off that neutral and then backs off from that as Vaticide reclaims that point. Bottom was neutral at the same time while this was going on, however. Feel the Vibe in a good spot right now in the game, up about 100 points against point defense. Things kind of mellow at the moment as both teams kind of meander around the map. Spawnlegacy and Naked Apron plan over there by the Speed Shrine. It looks like they're grouping up to make a play together.
Yep, and meanwhile, Spawnlegacy did pick up that Storm Shield, and we have Feel the Vibe also waiting in the center brush. It's going to be dangerous. Spawnlegacy chose himself first, and they jump right onto Zimike. They don't even care who they're targeting right now. They're in a pretty good spot in terms of damage output. They chase away Zimike, and they immediately turn their attention to MagiMelkor. The Apprehend is actually not going to connect, so Ezreal does get out alive. There's a True Shot Barrage, but it's not going to hit that hard, and it only hits about 2 of the opponents. There's a good grab, but it's going to be the cow who you don't exactly want to grab. Shut down going to Pantheon, being played by Spawnlegacy, and Take Your Pill running quite low, but True Shot Barrage has already been used, so it's not going to be an easy snipe across the map. Naked Apron Plan running pretty low. There is the Essence Flux going to hit. No, MagiMelkor has to back out, or else this Pantheon's just going to jump on him and finish him off with that passive crit. He's still trying to kite as he runs. Zimike's actually going to be able to make a getaway to the Summoner platform to heal.
At the bottom end of the map, Vayne was able to get a neutral off on that tower, but it was saved later by Sauron, and Vaticide getting low on hit points here. Are we going to see some more deforestation? Yes, we are. MagiMelkor chasing after Dienovv. He just needs one good skill shot to be able to put him in the dirt. Him or Naked Apron Plan, both in dangerously low on health. Ezreal's a significant threat to them right now, and looks like they are going to back off, and they are going to give up the windmill. They don't really have the ability to challenge it right at this moment.
Yep, so point defense finally going to be able to just get back some of the momentum here. They did get the neutralize, however, it's kind of stuck there until Ezreal comes in to channel on this, while MMKH and Zimike zone out Naked Apron Plan. They do get the kill, but Alistar comes in to interrupt that channel, and he's going to try to keep point defense busy on his own. He uses the ultimate to live just a little bit longer until Darius gets here. He does arrive, and here's the man drop coming in. MagiMelkor not in a good spot. Actually, the Apprehend is not going to connect, so Pantheon's going to turn right back around to another target, takes down Zimike, but Sauron has shown up from the bottom of the map. Vaticide has now on bottom, and Take Your Pill is going to be taken down for a double kill to Jax.
They weren't quite able to get that interrupt there, which they sorely needed to keep that tower neutral. That might have been able to swing the fight a different way had that gone on. Dienovv going to get in trouble with Sauron over here on the tower, and with that rune prison, it might be, no, he's gonna go down, and Sauron's gonna, nope, Blood Lightning, little AA from Ryze, not to be underestimated there, and we see Vaticide down on the bottom now against BuddhaRice. Ezreal on that end of the map as well. Looks like they might be going for a play. Might see that twisted advanced snare trap that I was talking about, and that's exactly what's going to go down on the bottom. BuddhaRice in a lot of trouble trying to get back to that point, is not able to do so. Vaticide's going to go for the cap there, and Take Your Pill is going to come down and interrupt it. However, he doesn't really have the range to deal with MagiMelkor. MagiMelkor might be able to chip away at him, especially with Vaticide being able to throw out those saplings to sort of zone him away. Darius is coming down to this fight down here at the bottom right now. A lot of damage on Take Your Pill right now, trying to clear those minions so they can keep that tower from getting neutral. The True Shot Barrage goes off and is going to force Take Your Pill back, but he gets MagiMelkor with the Apprehend, and MagiMelkor blinks on out of the way there. Vaticide throws down the ultimate. Dienovv low on health, and he wants to get MagiMelkor down, but he might not be able to do so. Skirting just the edge of his life right there, has to pick up that relic. BuddhaRice comes back and is going to chase them away. They are going to be able to defend that bottom point, though it was neutral for a period there, and got that condemned, but there's a snare right there, and Vaticide's going to go down. MagiMelkor with no mana is going to have to recall.
Oh, and Sauron is going to come and force the interrupt on that port back to the base. Dienovv not in a really good spot right now. The Counter-Strike was used, so there isn't any stun, but Sauron's continuing to chase. There's the Exhaust, but there's another Rune Prison coming for assistance. Again, it's the same situation as we saw earlier at the refinery. Ryze is going to take the cleanup kill on Jax, while Jax takes the kill on Darius. Earlier when we saw Vayne chasing down, it was a really good play by BuddhaRice, waiting for that Arcane Shift to get the condemn, but then because of the snare, her model, or BuddhaRice's model, automatically attacked Maokai, and that stopped the 3-hit proc onto Ezreal, and eventually just got the kill onto Maokai while getting taken down himself. Meanwhile, bottom again being contested. MagiMelkor just putting down a lot of pressure alongside Vaticide.
Yeah, Naked Apron Plan, MMKH kind of jousting a little bit over there by that speed shrine. Vaticide checking the bushes with that sapling there, looking around for him. BuddhaRice trying to come in from behind. Long distance snare there, and BuddhaRice is in trouble once again at the wow, well that's a good way to retreat. Whoa, the grab narrowly misses. BuddhaRice with the condemn, trying to knock them back, keep them away, but is not able to do so. Naked Apron Plan throwing down the ultimate, not really able to help seal the deal there, and is now having to deal with all three of them at the same time. Vaticide's going to grab the tower to keep it from shooting, while MMKH deals with Naked Apron Plan. Up at the top, Take Your Pill and Dienovv are able to get the tower. zimike a little low on health and mana. Sauron seems like he's still good to go. They're going to cut in for the refinery right here. And feel the vibe. I'm not sure what they're going to do in this position. Their bottom has just been taken. The refinery is under attack. They have the windmill, but windmill's not going to do that much if the other points are going to be captured.
Yep, and Sauron's going to turn right back around towards Nap and going to put down a ton of damage onto this Ryze. Ryze does get the interrupt on the tower though, so zimike leaves the tower and starts coming towards to help Sauron as BuddhaRice has already shown up, but there's a good condemn against the wall. The Apron barely misses. Sauron running so low right now, needs to run. Vayne trying to chase with that tumble. Meanwhile, Vaticide comes in from the bottom portion of the map and is going to help chase away Dienovv. The tower has been taken eventually, and so this is going to be a harder fight for Field of Vibe. BuddhaRice already taking quite a bit of tower damage. There's a ground slam, which helps a ton against any ranged AD champion. BuddhaRice still gets the kill, but Vaticide should get the finishing kill here in favor of point defense.
Sauron making a move up at the top, trying to get Take Your Pill down, and is able to do so. But MagiMelkor shows up and takes down Take Your Pill. Dienovv walking into the fight, but meeting Ezreal there as well. Point defense is going to get this top tower. There's really nothing that can contest it right now unless Darius can get up there very, very quickly. MMKH is going for Naked Apron plan right now to interrupt that, but he's going to land that snare and throw some damage on him. It's going to make him think twice about committing to that entire engagement. And Dienovv does get up there, but the minions are going to push that point over to captured. And now with the extra damage from that tower, I don't know if Dienovv... Oh, Naked Apron plan shows up, helps Dienovv out. Now zimike coming up here. Garrison still active, finally fades on that tower there. Dienovv low on hit points. He doesn't want to get killed. He's going to back off. Naked Apron plan amidst the enemy team there is going to get... Yeah, he's not going to live very long up there. At the bottom, however, Vaticide has to deal with Spawnlegacy and BuddhaRice. It's lots of skirmishes all over the map. 2 or 3 champs at a time. A lot of different locations. Very chaotic games so far. Over at the refinery, MMKH and Naked Apron plan go down. It's now Sauron and a couple people versus Take Your Pill and Naked Apron plan. Sauron's Jax is going to go down, which leaves Malphite to deal with Alistar and Ryze over at the neutral refinery. And it looks like Take Your Pill is going to sit there. He's going to try and get that cap off. zimike is going to dive for it to try and interrupt, and he's successful in doing so. MMKH shows up. He's got that airborne off, got that crowd control. He's going to take down Take Your Pill. Yes, he is. zimike narrowly escaping there. The painkiller defense, 2-digit hit points, and he's just going to wait for his cooldowns to come off and then throw a little bit of damage into that fight, help MMKH win. Dienovv has arrived, however, and MMKH doesn't want to pick that fight. He is going to back off. Field of Vibe has 2 points. 2-point defense is 3, and things are regrouping a little bit after that crazy series of engagements.
Yep, but that series really helped point defense get back into the game ever since they started the switch up with Sauron and Vaticide, and as soon as Dienovv gets that Storm Shield, they're going to dive right onto him. Malphite making sure to get to the center of the fight to put out his AoE, and there's the Unstoppable Force helping secure that kill. BuddhaRice has come up from the bottom though, and MagiMelkor now being zoned out of the fight. zimike still sitting pretty healthy. There's a good grab from MMKH. It stops the advance of Pantheon. He's still going to get that stun off, but he's going to get melted immediately with the help of Blitzcrank, and Ezreal's going to pick up a kill onto Alistar. Meanwhile, BuddhaRice has been on the run away from zimike, is going to get met here by MagiMelkor, and MMKH is completely pinched. No escape is going to go down. Point defense picking up quite a few kills there, still maintaining just the 3 cap. They weren't able to really have the time to advance anywhere else. A couple of revives have been popped, but MagiMelkor gets caught by that Rune Prison around the corner, and BuddhaRice is going to show up right on next to him. There's a tumble and a shot, and he goes down, and they're going to start their way towards his boneyard. It's going to be a 1v3, and Ezreal's Revive is down, so Vaticide is alone trying to defend here while there's pressure going down at top. Sauron finally comes up for assistance, but there's the deforestation happening once again, coming up from Darius, and Sauron now condemned against that rock. Ryze is actually going to be picking up that last hit onto Jax, picking up that kill. They're going to be able to neutralize and cap this boneyard, regaining a 3 cap over point defense.
And Ezreal not alive in time to be able to stop that from happening. They are going to secure that bottom point. There's some pressure up here at the windmill with Take Your Pill and Spawnlegacy pushing that creep wave up, and it looks like they might be able to get that neutral off just barely. The Garrison doesn't quite save it in time, and now they're really going for it. They're trying to get MMKH down. They know how much damage he's capable of doing here, largely ignoring Spawnlegacy for the moment. That mana barrier goes off, and Take Your Pill is going to have to retreat now. Lots of crowd control going off there. Got the grab, pulls him right back into the fight, tries to retreat in the opposite direction there. Sauron coming up to the fight now. He wants a piece of this. Captain Killsteal Sauron takes out Alistar up at the top, and they are going to be able to retake the windmill. However, the bottom point is still, both bottom points are in possession of Field of Vive right now, which puts them up 3 points to Point Defense's 2. Point Defense ticking down from 170, Field of Vive stopping their own clock at 95.
Yep, Nap has been doing pretty well here, holding it against MagiMelkor, but here comes MMKH at full speed, and there's the grab, leads Ryze as Ryze is trying to dance back and forth. Still a ton of burst damage going down onto Ezreal, and Nap's going to come out victorious, and here comes BuddhaRice to assist. Sauron coming in from behind with that Storm Shield. The Jax is not going to get the stun onto Vayne because of that condemn. As a matter of fact, just turns around and gets the stun onto Ryze. Is going to pick up that kill without an issue. Vaticide trying to zone out BuddhaRice here, allowing Sauron to get the neutralize. Actually, they're going to turn right back around and immediately melt the health bar away from Vayne. Meanwhile, top lane, the kill goes down in favor of Spawnlegacy playing Pantheon. They're going to get the neutralize and now the cap onto the windmill. So Field of Vive still has a 3 cap to 2. And seeing this, we see Jax trying to get the neutralize and potentially the cap down here at the core. Definitely not going to get the cap, and maybe not even the neutralize. There's the Garrison coming out, stopping that channel. And Jax is just going to have to back off for the time being and regroup with Maokai here in the bottom
trading those points. Map. Field of Vive is still up at 3 there, and you see that, whoop, we got an engagement over here. BuddhaRice getting burst down over by the Speed Shrine. That Condemn might be what saves him right there, pushing Sauron away. Dienovv is trying to kite them right on back that tower. BuddhaRice swinging around from the side there, trying to get some damage in on Sauron, maybe able to take him down. Yes, now it just has Vaticide to deal with, but Vaticide initiating under that tower, not quite the greatest decision. BuddhaRice, oh, the sapling! Sapling! Oh my! But there's no one there to capture it. So everything's okay. Sauron is on his way down. I think the Resurrections are going to come up right in time for him to save that up at the top. However, zimike low on hit points, getting chased away by Take Your Pill there, while Naked Apron Plan holds on to the tower. zimike can only interrupt one of them. It's probably going to get neutraled. Yes, it is. And Alistar right through that wall, going for zimike there. zimike just needs one more hit in on him and is able to get it. Is going to get this windmill. Darius is probably going to resecure the bottom there. If BuddhaRice can keep Sauron away from it long enough for this cap to happen, and that is successful, Field of Vive catching back up.
Yep, Field of Vive has been able to maintain their 3 cap, even though it's back and forth. However, Dienovv gets caught by 3 people here. There's barely any form of escape between Blitzcrank and Maokai, and then there's this stun coming up from Jax's Counter-Strike. They want to dive right onto BuddhaRice. She is pretty squishy. Vayne's a very easy target. There's a 2-shot barrage being guaranteed by that grab from Blitzcrank, and Take Your Pill forced to use his ultimate to live just a little bit longer. He wants to interrupt, but 2 people on opposite sides of the tower. Very good placement coming up from Point Defense to maximize their channel time, and Maokai going right ahead as soon as Alistar turns his attention. Meanwhile, though, zimike fighting against Nap here, Ryze against Malphite. Ryze has been pushing exceptionally well. They got the neutralize, and they're going to get the cap on this drill. Once again, maintaining their 3 cap, they have now pulled back ahead in terms of Nexus health, 83 to 76. This game is going entirely just back and forth. Malphite running pretty low, just comes in for that damage, but gets caught by the Rune Prison, does still live, and here comes Ezreal, but the tower damage is too much for Ezreal to handle. Ryze is going to pick up that kill with the assistance of the towers, and might pick up the health relic. Can he come back and secure this kill? Oh, here comes Jax. That's going to be a shutdown in favor of Sauron. Gonna leave zimike to re-neutralize and capture that drill, but the man drop is getting channeled. He's not even going to get the neutralize. There's the stun, and that should be a kill for Spawnlegacy. He gets the kill, a 3 cap, now potentially turning into 4 cap in favor of Field of Vive. Nice ultimate
use there by Spawnlegacy, finally being able to put down zimike there. However, it is short-lived, however. Keeps that control of that tower for just a little bit longer. Keeping that 4 cap, like you set up, bleeding that extra Nexus health off of Point Defense there. MMKH is going to pick up that center relic, and Alistar waiting in the wings up by the windmill there, ready to come down there at a moment's notice. And whoa, hey, they put the Nexus crystals back. Sweet. BuddhaRice getting caught over by MagiMelkor, almost by MMKH2 there. Naked Apron Plan and Dienovv showing up down there. Naked Apron Plan's looking for a good route here, and Dienovv walks into the worst position there, completely in the middle of the enemy team, but he wants to get MagiMelkor down while he's there. Is not able to do so. That airborne keeping him from being able to really deploy his damage effectively there. And Point Defense is looking for a good way to engage this Vaticide, trying to zone with that sapling there. Seeing some pings going off on the map. Malphite is breaking away to go for the refinery. MMKH taking a lot of damage. Is the mana barrier going to save him? Is he going to be able to get BuddhaRice down? Not quite yet. and Vaticide goes for and is able to get that kill. The Naked Apron plan, however, destroys Vaticide, and Malphite's coming down for that point. Is Ryze going to go over there? Are they going to trade those points? It looks like that's what's going to happen. Up at the windmill, however, MagiMelkor and Sauron take down Pantheon up at the top. Clock stopped, 83-4.
Oh man, the clock has completely stopped. We have various towers being channeled upon right now. Sauron's going to secure the windmill. Oh, he actually jumps a little bit too early, but the minions are going to be able to finish it off for him. So it's 2-2. The clock has still stopped. It's all going to come down to who's going to secure this boneyard, and it is, in fact, for the time being, going to be point defense, and they need to launch a really just organized attack here and making sure that at the very least they come out even on towers. They can't lose the tower advantage. The second they do, that's going to be the end of the game. Sauron camping out here did not want to risk taking time. Going back to base, there's the counter strike onto Leaf Strike, and the good grab coming for MMKH. They're defending this windmill with all their life. Maokai still in bottom defending that boneyard, but the shutdown goes to Vayne. Vayne kiting away from this Malphite, but Malphite's going to be able to catch up with that seismic shard. The good condemned, but Ezreal now on to BuddhaRice. Here comes a Mandra. Is that going to be enough? No, Vayne's going to fall down right away, and the True Shot Barrage, as a matter of fact, is going to hit Spawnlegacy. Spawnlegacy now taking too much damage from point defense. Point defense still has that 3 cap in favor of them. They're slowly ticking away at the enemy Nexus, and we see Nap just making a run for it towards this windmill. If he can get the neutralize at the very least, it's going to stop the clock and give Feel the Vibe some time to reconsider how to go about this attack. Take Your Pill now coming in from behind. Zimike running really low. He puts down the Unstoppable Force before he goes down. There's a Garrison on the tower, and they're chasing MMKH around this windmill. They're going to be able to get this neutralized fairly quickly. No, Sauron's going to come and help with the interrupt. MMKH still surviving. Sauron's now exhausted, though he gets 1 kill. He needs to get the interrupts. He's constantly interrupting both of these champions. Both of them turn around to secure the kill, but Jax gets a double kill. Tower eventually gets neutralized. It's 2 caps to 2. If Spawnlegacy can finish this, it's not looking too good for point defense, but the minions die as soon as the grab goes down. Again, Spawnlegacy, MMKH saving the entire team right now, using his ultimate to try to kill the minions, but eventually the minions will assist in that windmill cap and bring
Minions MVP of the game, 40 points to 0. Feel the Vibe takes down point defense in the round of 8.